So in today's Yogalates session, I have again just a quick intro or a thought that you, if you want, you might put it as an intention to investigate with your mind in today's practice. I would like to focus again on opening of the chest, the shoulders, the strengthening of the back to support this open posture. And also support the open heart and cultivate that sense and feeling of open heart and love and compassion that I believe the world needs nowadays. Another word that keeps coming to me in the last few weeks and months of 2020 is the discomfort, and how we can deal or sit with discomfort with that loving quality, the love and compassion, and maybe learn from the discomfort, because from the discomfort the change can happen, whether that's a change in our posture, in our body, or a change in life, growth in life. Knowing always that the borders of discomfort, investigated with curiosity and that compassion, and of course not crossing into that pain zone. We also had to deal with a lot of discomfort in our lives now related to the COVID pandemic, changing our lives and insecurities, changing of our plans. And on top of that, the world is now screaming for more social justice. So maybe new, difficult, confused emotions might be arising for us. I am personally now sitting with the discomfort of really investigating my own social position, my own social privilege. So we can deal with the discomfort as humans different ways. We can run away from it, which often doesn't work. We can react in anger, or we can investigate and hold it with curiosity and love and compassion and learn from it, as I said before. All the coping mechanisms are not fundamentally wrong. They're all human. We're just trying our best all the time here on this earth, on this planet. So I'm just inviting you today to see how we can open our chest and our heart, and how we can relate to discomfort with the curiosity and openness and compassion, instead of fighting against it. So starting in a sitting position, and maybe crossing or folding your legs. If you want, close your eyes or just lower your gaze and send your attention to your body. We might start our practice more in our head, whether it's related to the activities we had before the class, or as I have been talking for a little bit, so maybe you are digesting somehow the thought I am offering. Maybe not, maybe it's easy for you to get to the body. So notice your body sitting here. Notice your body resting on the floor, representing the earth. Notice that connection. Notice the breath in the body. Where do you feel it right now? Where do you feel your body breathing? And then put one hand up on your chest and one on the body, as the gentle contact can connect with our body and our breath a little bit deeper, closer. And start deepening the breath, breathing in through the nose. As you breathe in, fill up the belly. Fill up the chest, nice and full breath. Exhale through the nose or your mouth, feeling the belly and chest relaxing under the hands. Few more rounds of this full, beautiful wave, filling up the belly, filling up the chest. Exhaling, relaxing the belly and chest. In your own breathing rhythm, you don't have to follow mine. Expand the body, inhaling, and exhale, release whatever your body doesn't need. Reminding ourselves that the breath is always there for us to ground ourselves in the present moment, ground our mind, ground the nervous system. And the contact of the hands with our body, reminding us of that loving, compassionate touch, care, self-care in this case. So one more full breath, breathing to the belly, to the chest, to the heart. Exhale, letting go. Release your hands and put your hands in front of you, keeping sit bones on the floor and just walking your hands forward wherever your body lets you, not forcing. Taking few deep full breaths to your back. And if you already feel any kind of tension and discomfort in the body, see if you can just notice it with curiosity and not judgment. And maybe you feel, softness and comfort all over the body too. So if that's the case, just be with the body, be with yourself. One more deep breath to the back and exhale. Slowly coming back, sitting tall. And let's just work our wrists a little bit, circling them around one way and the other way, as we will be later supporting ourselves in various postures. And then just move your hands, stretch and bend them quite fast actually, to pump some energy and warm up the area of the hands, wrists, and maybe you feel it going all the way to your forearms or up your arm. Good. And then gently, very gently, don't shake too hard, gently relax the hands and arms. And then come onto your into the cat position on all fours, spreading the fingers, pressing them gently down, nice and long spine. With the breath, inhale and open the chest, drop the belly gently, arch the back. Exhale, press the hands, knees, feet to the mat, round the back, looking all the way to the belly. Inhale, gently arch and open. And exhale, round. Synchronizing the breath with your movement. Being aware and noticing how your body feels, how your spine feels today. And whatever messages your body is sending you, see if you can just embrace them with that kindness. No need to analyze what we feel, why we feel. Just being with what is. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And then coming back into a neutral back, sitting into child's pose on your heels, either resting the arms in front of you and resting forehead on the mat, or if you want, you can support your forehead with your two fists. Come closer to your breath again, taking few deep breaths to your back.
And again, investigate, notice, how does my body feel now? Do I feel nice and soft, comfortable, neutral, or maybe a little uncomfortable somewhere in the body? And if that's the case, can I just be with it without necessarily changing anything? One more deep breath to the whole body in child's pose. Exhale, release. Coming up onto all fours, knowing that you can come back to child's pose anytime you will need a pause during the practice. Pressing the hands, fingers, and knees and feet against the floor with a nice long back. Lift the right arm forward. Put the left leg on the left toe, keeping the center stable, and then lift the left leg, reach it away from the hip. Then bring the elbow knee together and round your back, exhaling. Inhale, reach it open. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it together. Start engaging the core, warming up a little bit more. Exhale in, inhale, reach out. The hand on the floor keeps gently pressing down all the fingers. Inhale, exhale. One last time, reach open, hold it for a moment. Pull your belly button gently in, nice and stable center. Bring the hand down and the foot down, but keep the left leg reaching back. Lift the right foot. We're gonna twist, little transition. The right foot twists back, so you're gonna come sideways on the mat. Left foot steps down fully on the mat. Press to the right hand. Send the right hip forward and reach the left arm first straight up to the ceiling to a half side plank. And then over the ear. Take a couple of deep breaths, feeling stretch in the whole left side of the body. Beautiful. Breathe. Then bring the left arm up and turn back onto all fours. And then send your elbows back, go all the way down to the belly. Roll your shoulders, elbows back. Reach your legs long to the wall behind you, lifting the chest in the Cobra. Keep the neck long, no need to lift the chin too high. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring your attention to your pelvis and very gently press the pubic bone down to the mat. Keep the legs lengthening back to the back wall and elbows, shoulders rolling back. Keep breathing, opening the chest. Relax the chest down, pull your belly button in, come to the knees, and just a quick child's pose. Just sit on the heels, noticing stretch in the back, and come back to all fours into the cat. Press the hands, fingers, knees, feet to the floor, long back, and lift the left arm in front of you. Reach the right leg back, keep it on the toe, making sure your center is stable. And then lift the right leg back, reaching back. Bring the elbow knee together, round the back. Exhale. Inhale, reach open. Let the breath again lead your movement. Exhale, round together. Inhale, reach out. Strengthening, warming up the core and the energy in the body. One more together, in. Then reach out, reach, and breathe. Left hand goes back, right foot down. We're gonna go to that transition again, lifting the left foot, turn. We're gonna turn sideways. The right foot stands fully on the mat. Bring the left hip forward and reach the right arm up, half side plank. And then reach the right arm all the way over the head. So you're stretching the whole right side of the body. Deep breath to the right side. Slowly bring the right arm up to the ceiling and then turn back to all fours. And going back again onto your belly. One more time, roll the shoulders, elbows back, send the legs back to the back wall. Lift the chest into Cobra. Now in this Cobra, keep the lower rib cage down, melt the lower rib cage to the mat. Think of your breastbone and send the breastbone up to the chin. So just a little inner cue, breastbone coming to the chin, lower ribs melting to the mat, elbows back, legs back, pubic bone gently pressing down to the mat. Breathe. Lower the chest in the Cobra, and we come back up again. Inhale, lift the chest, elbows back, melt the lower ribs down, but send the breastbone up. Exhale, release. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, Cobra, long neck. Exhale, down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down. Wonderful. Relax, hands under the forehead, bend the knees, and sway the legs and hips side to side, bringing some release and space to the lower back and hips and glutes. Come back with the legs to the center, bring the legs down. Now tuck the toes, okay? So heels kind of up to the ceiling. And then here again, press the pubic bone down to the mat. And see if you can stretch the knees so that your kneecaps and maybe thighs get off the mat and you engage the glutes and the hamstrings, reach the heels to the wall behind you. Pubic bone to the mat. Long legs, just really engaging glutes, hamstrings. Breathe into that whole back of the body. Release the knees down. One more time, stretch the knees, heels to the wall behind you, engaging the glutes, hamstrings, but at the same time, pressing pubic bone down to the mat. Hold it here and see if you can lift the legs off the floor. Maybe point your feet, or maybe just a little bit extend the feet. So the whole back of the body, reaching back. And then release, tuck the toes, release the legs, release the knees. One more time, long legs, stretch the knees, engage the hamstrings and glutes, and then lift the legs a little bit, reaching back behind you. Release, tuck the toes and release the knees. You're gonna add the upper body too. Bring your hands alongside your body, turn the palms down. It's gonna nicely turn out the shoulders and keep the nose just a little bit off the mat. Send the shoulders and shoulder blades back towards the hips. Lift the head and chest like you would go into your Cobra. Again, sending the breastbone to the chin, but melting the rib cage, the lower ribs down to the mat. And then scoop the legs again. Stretch the legs, engage the hamstrings. Stay here or lift the arms, fingers reaching to the back of your mat. Breathe. Another Shavasana, or in Pilates, maybe dart pose. Keep breathing, engaging the whole back of the body. Breath keeps flowing. Tuck the toes, release the knees, release the hands, and put your head onto one chin. Rest completely down. You're gonna come back up. So pubic bone down, scoop the legs, stretch the legs, lift the knees, lift the legs long, lift the chest into that Shavasana or Cobra, and lift the arms back, reaching back. Keep breathing. Whole back of the body engaged. Release back down, tuck the toes, put your head on the other chin, the opposite chin. Rest. Come back up. So let's flow here a little bit, okay? Inhale as we come up. Exhale on one cheek and rest. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rest, other cheek. Inhale, engage the back of the body. Exhale, release.
Again, inhale up. Exhale down. And last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Put your hands under the forehead. Bend your knees, sway side to side. Release lower back, glutes, hips. Good. Stretch the legs long. Come up onto your forearms into Sphinx. So we're going to do a lot of back bending today, opening the heart. Press the forearms to the floor so you don't sink into the shoulders, nice and long. One more time, your cue is breastbone coming up to the chin and maybe the lower ribs softening a little bit. And then if your head, neck allows, look straight in front of you. If that's too much for the neck, you can look a little bit down. Keep reaching the legs back. Now look over one shoulder, look towards maybe the left foot. Go through the center, inhale, exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale, turn. Slowly, and all this time, try to be aware of what's happening in the body. As we said in the beginning, we are opening our heart to the world and to ourselves. If there is a discomfort in the body, is it something that you can be with, investigate, because maybe your body needs the challenge? Or is it something you rather change because it's turning into pain that's dangerous? So finding where you need to work, that's challenge. Challenge and discomfort helps us grow, but pain sends us back. Okay, last time over the other shoulder. And then come back down. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Come to your knees and into child's pose. Here in the child's pose, again, resting the shoulders, resting the arms. If you want, support your forehead with your fists. Breathe into the back. The back muscles were now in that extension, firing up. Notice how the back feels. Breathe into any part of your body that needs a little more energy, a little more compassion. One more deep breath in the child's pose, no rush. All right, and then coming onto all fours, taking the right foot forward in a low lunge, spreading the front foot, sending the hips forward, opening the hips, opening up the front body, not just the chest, also the hips. If you need extension for your arms, of course you can use the blocks or the books. So sending the hips forward, maybe lengthening the spine, looking forward, and then sending the hips back, stretch the front, like keep the spine long. Find a stretch now in the hamstring. Inhale, hips forward, lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, send the hips back. Flow here with the breath. Finding your movement. Investigate your own experience. The more we know ourselves, the better we will stand in the world. One last, hips forward and hips back. Now come back, bend the right knee. See if you can lift the back foot, the back knee. Press the feet down, keep the left hand on the block or on the mat, and open the right chest, right arm up, slight rotation. Try to keep the hips stable. Couple of breaths here. And then bring the hand back down. Send the back foot a little closer. We're going to go into a pyramid, both feet fully on the floor. If you need to change position of the blocks, it's fine.
Nice and long spine. Inhale and then exhale, lower the chest to wherever you need. Find your stretch in the legs, both heels on the mat. If you need, bend the front knee a little bit, soften it. Remember, certain discomfort in the body is where the change might happen. Pain just sets us back. One more deep breath. Bend both knees, bring the right knee back down on the mat. Put your blocks on the side, hands on the mat. And then you can stay in the cat if you don't want to go to downward dog, or go to downward facing dog. So press back, send the hips back to the wall behind you and paddle the feet, bend and stretch. Hold your downward dog, or you can stay in the cat if you don't want to be in the dog. Open the space between the neck and shoulders, lengthen the spine. Bring the knees down to the mat. Stay here. Keep the hips up high, but open the arms for you to see. Open the arms, maybe even a little wider than the mat or as wide as the mat. Going into a broken flower, Anahata Asana. Forehead can go down on the mat. Opening the armpits, lowering the chest. Keep feet on the floor. Forehead can be on the mat, or if your neck is okay, you can put your chin on the mat. But it's quite an intense back bend in the neck, so if it creates pain or tension, it's just the forehead. Stay and breathe, lowering the chest, opening the chest. Feet stay on the floor. Of course, anytime this would bring discomfort, in a sense you can't hold it anymore, pain, you can slide back to child's pose and rest. Opening the armpits, opening the chest, opening our posture, our computer posture. Breathe in, breathe out, and then just slowly lift the head and chest. Carefully come all the way down to the belly. Elbows, shoulders back. Go one more time to Cobra, long legs, more back bend. Release down, pull your belly button in, and quick child's pose. Sit on the heels, feeling stretch in the back, long neck. Come back to all fours and bring your left foot forward to a low lunge. If you need blocks, put them under your hands, stretching, deepening the hips, lengthening the spine, look forward. And then send the hips back, stretch the front leg, keep the spine long, but lower the chest, finding stretch in the hamstring of the left leg. Inhale forward, exhale back. Again, flow in the rhythm of your breath. Finding that meditation in movement, observing the messages from the body or even from the mind, because as we start moving, opening the body, our emotional body and the mind start reacting to. One last time, bending forwards, then stay here, spread and press the front foot down, tuck the back toe, lift the back heel, right hand stays on the block or the mat, open the left chest, left arm up, keep the hips square, just turning, twisting in the ribcage, breathing. If the back knee needs to stay down on the mat, that's okay too. And then lowering the hands down, bring the back foot forward into the pyramid. So pressing both heels down. If you need to change position of the blocks, fine. Keep the spine long, lower the chest, both heels down. If you need, the front knee can be slightly bent. and investigate the sensations in your body. Every breath in is that nurturing, sends the nurturing, loving energy into your being. Every breath out gives you a chance to release whatever tension you don't need in the body or in the mind. And then bend both knees. The right knee goes back again on the floor. You can put the blocks on the side. Step into either cat. If you want, you can stay in the cat or go to downward facing dog. Paddle the feet, stretch and bend. Hold the downward dog, keep the length in the spine, press into all your fingers, looking towards your shins or heels, sending the heels to the mat. If they don't touch, that's okay, but just send them there. Breathing, of course. And then drop the knees, hold your center nice and stable, elbows back all the way down. We're going to our Cobra again, a lot of Cobras today, a lot of back extensions, shoulders back, long legs, long. Now you can go a little bit higher now, even lift the lower rib cage if your back agrees. If your back hurts, stay lower. Releasing down. Pull your belly button in and back to downward facing dog. Now lift the right leg back and bring the right foot between your hands. Left foot turns parallel with the short side of your mat. Warrior 2, press to your feet, come up to standing. Take your time to adjust if you need. So Warrior 2, the front knee facing straight forward, strong arms, strong gaze. Remember, in our warrior, it's not just about strengthening of the physical body, but of our mind, confidence, will, standing strong and tall, ready to face the difficulties in our life. Bring the right elbow to the right thigh and the left arm over the left ear, really creating that long line, long side of the body. And come back, reverse the warrior. Keep bending to the front knee, but reverse. Right arm over the knee, side by another side. And flow here. Flow one way. Inhale, exhale, other way. So opening the heart center and the chest from the sides of the body. At the same time, having that strong base on which we stand on the mat and off the mat. Last time, reverse the warrior. And then come back to the center. Stretch the front knee for a moment and just put hands on your heart center. If you want, try to close your eyes, but if it throws you off your balance, keep them open and just feel the connection to yourself through your hands and to the breath. Through that loving touch on your heart. If your eyes were closed open, then bend to the front knee again, lift the back heel and turn forward into Warrior 3, going into a balance. Bend into the front knee, but keep sending your hips up to the rib cage, creating strong center. And reach the arms up, shoulders down. Breathe and again focus your gaze, one spot in front of you. Now interlace your hands behind your back. Stretch as much as your body allows you to stretch. Don't force the shoulders. Open the heart. Deep breath into your collarbones. You can stay here or bring the right rib cage to the right thigh into that humble warrior. Being humble is actually a quality of the strong, not the weak. Coming back up, lift the heart one more time. Now release the hands, put your hands down on the mat. Now the back leg is gonna step forward into a forward bend. If you don't want to drop your hand down fully, stay with a straight back. You can have your hands maybe on the legs, or you can go all the way down, deep forward bend. Relax the head, maybe shake the head a little bit. Stretching the back of the legs and your back and breathing. Bend the knees, straighten the back, bring it parallel with the mat, with the floor. Press the feet against the mat and arms go from your side up, all the way slowly to standing. Connect your hands up over the head and bring them again to the heart. Find your balance standing. Bring the weight to the right foot, root the foot, press the foot down, engaging the right leg and your center. Your left hand is gonna grab the left foot. Bring the knees together. Think again about your front hips, sending the front hips up to the rib cage, keeping the whole center connected, hips connected to your rib cage. Bring your right arm in front of you. This might be enough. This might be your dancer's pose. Opening, stretching the left side and opening the heart. Or if you want, take the left knee further back, press the left foot to the left hand. Your body can go slightly forward, but keep lifting the chest, bringing that breastbone to the chin like we did in Cobra. Dancer's pose. Look at one spot in front of you. Breathe, opening the heart, wobbling maybe, balancing. That's what life is. So maybe you feel a discomfort. Maybe. Can you soften into the discomfort? Can you still be stable and at the same time relaxed instead of being rigid? And then release. Stand back on both feet. Hands again in that centering pose in front of the chest. Deep breath in and out. Notice how you feel. Reach the arms up from the side. Connect them up through the straight back and bend knees. Down, forward bend. Relax the head if you can. Step into downward facing dog. If you won't go directly to child's pose, if your body needs, go straight to child's pose. Or go through the knees, to the belly, to your cobra, and then to child's pose. Take a break, take a pause, which doesn't mean you are pausing from your practice. You're still in the practice. Notice how your physical body feels. How is your breath? How's your mood? And if you feel any discomfort, can you just open your mind, listen to it, and allow it to be just as it is? Deep breath to the whole body, in and out. Going to your hands and knees. Again, you can stay in the cat if you don't want downward dog, or tuck the toes, downward facing dog, nice and long spine. Press the heels to the mat or towards the mat. Lift the left leg back. Oops, if I have space. Bring the left foot between your hands and turn the right foot parallel with the short side of the mat. Press to the feet, warrior two, other side. So left knee reaching straight forward. Try not to let it fall in or out. Nice and strong and long upper body. Reach strong arms and fingers. Look over your fingers. Breathe. Practicing again, not just the physical strength, but the mental strength.
Deep breath keeps flowing. Lower the left arm to the left side. Take the right arm over the head. So similar to what we did with the low side plank on the mat. So really lengthening right side of the body. And then coming back, reversing the warrior. Keep bending to the left knee, but take the left arm over the ear, opening the other side of the body. And flow. Right arm over the ear and left arm over. Tempo is yours. Anytime you will need to pause and check in, you can just either go to child's pose or just stand in a mountain pose on the mat. Check in with you. Last time, reverse. Coming back, stretch the front knee and just put your hands one on top of each other on your chest. If you want, close your eyes and take a moment of, again, that self-check. Hand on the heart is used in self-compassion trainings, a supportive touch. Our skin has all these receptors, especially around the chest. And when we establish that kind touch, our body starts sending the hormones of oxytocin into our body. Hormone of love, happiness. Release this posture, bend into that front knee again, lift the back heel, turn into warrior 3, the kind of balancing warrior, back heel up, hips forward, but send the hips to the rib cage, keeping the hips and rib cage connected. Lift the arms up. Find your focus straight in front of you. Breathe into your posture. Connect your hands behind you. Stretch as much as possible. You don't have to stretch fully if your body is not ready today. And bring the left rib cage to the left side, to that humble warrior. Keep breathing, noticing the strength that you actually need to have, and at the same time bowing in that humble pose. Coming back up, lift the heart, bring the hands down, and the back foot steps forward. Again, you can stay in a straight back, you can put blocks or hands on the knees, or deep forward bend, relaxing the head fully. Bend the knees, straighten the back, lift the head. Press the feet to the floor, arms go over through the sides, up. And again to the heart. Find yourself standing, super. Bring the body weight to the left foot, root the left foot down, engage the left hip. And right hand will grab the right foot, right ankle, bring the knees together. And again, sending the front hips up to the rib cage. Send them up, they will engage the core. Knees stay together, left arm in front, open the chest a little bit, lift the breastbone up. You can stay here. This is your dancer's pose. Or send the right knee back, press the right foot to the hand, and go slightly forward with the weight, but keep opening the chest. Breathe. Find again where you can stay, maybe this little bit of challenge from which we can grow, but not going into that pain zone. Every pose, even no matter how challenging it is, in every pose, you need to be able to take deep breath. If that's not the case, if you can't breathe, maybe you're pushing too much. So standing stable, focused, challenged, but with a certain ease and softness and kindness. And then slowly release back. Standing on both feet. Again, connect your hands in front of your heart. It's always a beautiful centering pose. Notice how you feel standing on both feet, both legs. Long, strong back and open heart. All right, sway the arms from the side up. Inhale. Straight back, bend the knees. Exhale. If you want, relax the head, relax the back. Step to downward dog. You can go straight to child's pose. Okay, if you need, go to child's pose on your knees or hold the downward dog for a moment. Keep the space between neck and shoulders open. Through the knees, to the belly, to the Cobra. If you want, go a little higher. If your back allows, shoulders still back. Release your Cobra. Belly button in and child's pose for everyone. Again, rest your arms. You can put your hands to the heels, forehead down. Relax the shoulders completely or support your forehead with your fists. Check in. Remembering the child's pose is not just a resting pose or pose stretching the back. It's all that too, but it's also that pose that gives us the chance to really check within. How am I now? The more I learn about how my body and my mind work, the more I can stand ready in the world. Deep breath to the whole body. In and release out. All right, coming onto all fours. Staying in that cat, spread the fingers, press them down, tuck the toes, nice and long back and long neck. And just lift the knees off the mat a little bit. Hold for a moment, feeling in the whole core, back, spinal muscles, everything fires up. So we don't have to strengthen our abs just by doing sit-ups, okay? And then release. Yeah, the core sometimes benefits from other poses. And again, exhale, press, lift the knees just a little bit. Keep the neck and head long, shoulders wide, breathe. Releasing back down, one last, or take a break if you need. Exhale, lift the knees just tiny bit. Long neck, press all the fingers down. And release back. And then go one more time down to the belly. I'm gonna go to one more back bending pose, bow pose. So from here, again, lengthening the legs, like we practicing throughout the class. Back. Lifting the chest. And we start just by reaching the arms back towards the feet, long neck. No need to, again, go to a big back bend. So this might be your pose. This might be enough. Or you can grab your heels. Be careful, the knees have a tendency to separate a lot. Try to keep them under the sit bones or approximately. You can also flex the feet, and this might be enough, lifting the chest. Don't worry about the knees. Keep gently sending pubic bone down to the mat, pubic bone to the mat, a little bit down. And you can stay here, or you can also lift the knees a little bit. Breathe. If you can't breathe, then you're going too far. One more deep breath. Long neck. And release everything down. And then you can just press the heels. You can put head on one cheek and press the heels maybe a little bit down to the bum. You can go one more time. Again, I will review the options.
Okay, if your lower back doesn't like it, you can just bend the knees, send the knees to the back wall, lift the chest to the Cobra, breastbone to the chin, to the and reaching here. This might be enough, yeah, perfect. Or grab the heels, don't let the knees separate, flex the feet, lift the chest, a little bit more. Or maybe lift the knees. Don't overextend the neck. And release completely. Put your forehead down on the hands. Bend your knees and sway again side to side. Yeah, relaxing the lower back, the hips. And then resting the legs down, hands under the shoulders, come up to the knees and child's pose. Now child's pose carefully now, really stretching the back. Again, you can relax your hands completely to the heels, relax the shoulders and forehead. Or support your forehead as you need. And notice again how you feel overall, not just maybe in the back or in the heart. What moods and emotions are arising, if there are any? The chest opening, heart opening postures might give an opportunity to not only to the love and compassion to rise, but also to the other pole of emotions, sadness, grief. Notice what's true for you. Or maybe there is no emotional specific release. That's okay. You might feel neutral. And just holding whatever there is with that curiosity and kindness. Deep breath to the whole body in and out. Rolling up to sitting. Sitting on your mat. I'm gonna sit facing you. You can sit as you need so you can see me. Stretching the legs not super wide. Yeah, maybe just a little wider than your shoulders. Sitting tall. If sitting tall is hard for your back, you can sit on a folded blanket maybe. Just maybe put your sit bones on the blanket. Usually that helps the lower back. And take a moment, maybe even closing your eyes or not, but just feeling yourself sitting here. Sitting and breathing. And then lengthening the spine and possibly activating the feet, so flexing them. If they would cause tension in the legs, don't worry about it, but try. Bringing hands, your thumbs on your heart center. Twisting, let's twist to the left, and twisting to the left, spine twist. And inhale back to the center. Exhale, spine twist to the right. So you're twisting from the rib cage, okay, from the belly button up. Everything from belly button down, your hips, pelvis, legs are stable. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Now we add going into the soul. So twist to the left, reach the right arm, reach outside of the right leg, right foot, and the left arm reaches behind you. Be careful, the right sits bone, the opposite sits bone stays grounded. Come back to the center, inhale. Twist to the right, exhale, left arm reaches out to the outside of the foot. The right arm reaches behind you. Left sit bone stays down on the mat. Inhale, center, and flow. Exhale, reach. Don't rush. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. So we are flowing in the rhythm of our breath. But again, remember, this is always a movement meditation. So no need to go extra fast because we are still practicing mindfulness to the body. We are having conversation with our body. One more, going to the right leg. Then coming back to the center and just putting your hands, the center, going as far as your body allows. Again, it's not a competition who reaches what. Keeping shoulders relaxed, keeping the spine long. Of course, your back might be rounding, but let it be a long curve, not collapsing. So wherever that might be. And if you feel that today your body is ready for an extra maybe challenge, but that with the compassion and kindness, you can see if you can either grab the legs, okay, going a little bit further forward, or even grab the big toes with your index fingers. The shoulders have to stay away from the ears and pulling yourself a little bit forward. Try not to collapse in the head, yeah, nice and long. So wherever that is, wherever you have to be today, remember, if you can breathe through the challenge, then it's great. That's a opportunity to grow, move some tissues in the body, release maybe tension or gain extra strength. If you can't breathe or if you are really in pain, the muscles, the body will just fight back. So would the mind. So find where you need to be. And even here, I invite you to keep sending the breastbone to the chin. Breastbone to the chin. And then slowly, not rushing, returning back. Beautiful. Just fold your legs for a moment. Fold or cross, any sitting position. And let's just sit here for a moment. In meditation. You can just sit in silence, or you can already lie down if you want. Or you can also put your hands, again, one on top of each other on your heart center. Give yourself that loving, supporting touch. Maybe the oxytocin will start flowing into your body. And if you want, follow my voice, follow my instructions into a short, loving kindness meditation. So tuning into your heart center from within, maybe feeling the contact of your hands with your chest, with your heart center. See if it's possible to send some loving, compassionate wishes to the world. If you find it too difficult to wish the world out because maybe you don't have your own resources, you need some more self-care, don't worry. Sometimes it's hard to wish goodness and love. Don't force it. So tuning into the touch, maybe also feel your breath under your hands, your breath moving the chest. And now imagining all living beings across the whole world, to your best capacity of imagination. Don't worry, the The visual doesn't need to look a specific way. So visualize all living beings across the whole world. And you may send them these few wishes. I will say them aloud. You can repeat them either aloud after me or just silently in your head. May all living beings be safe. May all living beings be healthy. May all living beings be happy. May all living beings be peaceful and at ease. Now, to your best capacity, see if you can also turn these wishes towards yourself. Because compassion that doesn't include ourselves, our own suffering, is not complete. And it might be difficult to send loving wishes to ourselves. So don't force it. You can just try. Repeat these phrases after me, either aloud or silently in your head. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be peaceful and at ease. Just soak it in, whatever experience you're having right now. Take deep breath in and out. Exhale, release. And lie down on your back for a few more moments, just a couple of minutes of Shavasana. Integrating the whole practice. You can keep your knees bent, maybe knock the knees together or stretch your legs out, open the arms, palms up. Surrendering. Simply being. Being with whatever experience you have right now. If you get caught up in the stories of your mind, remember it's all okay. You may stay in your head a little bit, and then you may choose to bring attention back to the body, to the contact of your body with the ground, the earth, or to your breath. It's always present. And in time we lose track of the present moment, we lose track of what's important for us. If we lose track of who we are, just pause, come back to the breath. Remind yourself that all the overwhelm, or sometimes our not so useful reactions to discomfort and challenges, are human. Few more moments, just resting, being.
experiencing ourselves just as we are. Nothing to change, nothing to solve. Because ultimately at this present moment, at each present moment, there is actually nothing wrong with us. Okay. Sensing the contact of the body one more time with the earth or the ground that represents the earth underneath us. Sensing the breath in the body and taking the deep breath in and out. Deep, nurturing, loving breath in. Releasing breath out. And start slowly waking up the body first, maybe wiggling the toes, the fingers, bending the knees. In your own slow transition, turn to your side. Maybe stay a little bit on the side. Open your eyes, taking in the colors and shapes around you. And then sitting up. And as you sit up, upright, but at the same time with that certain ease, maybe around the shoulders and face muscles. Check in again. How do I feel after today's practice? Connecting hands in front of our heart and bowing to ourselves, to the world, to yoga, Pilates, to our practice. Namaste.